What about, Tim Renfrey, the flesh-eating bacteria?
All right, so no question, you get a phone call and you're in clinic or you're at home and they're worried about necrotizing fasciitis, flesh-eating bacteria. What that is an infection. We hear it all the time because it is gruesome. It sounds gruesome. But the reality is when you talk about people that get scared to go to the beach, the number of cases of true necrotizing fasciitis is maybe between 10 and 20,000 in the United States. When you look at ones from the beach, which by the Vibrio, you're talking maybe a little over 200. So we're not talking young people stubbing their toes at the beach often. It's more immunocompromised. But when they call you on the, I'm sorry, people that have
lymphoma,
diabetes, more elderly, but not that you can't get it, but when you're talking about necrotizing fasciitis, the flesh-eating bacteria, you're talking about that whole spectrum of very rapidly progressing infection. And how that happens is it gets underneath the skin, but above the layer of the muscle called fascia, and that bacteria can fly very quickly. And it's most commonly done by many bacteria, multibacterial infection. One is called beta hemolytic strep, alpha beta hemolytic strep, but the infection can progress in 24 hours to the area of your hand, almost all the way up into your arm.
How do you treat that?
If you have to diagnose it very quickly. So that's why when we tell people, hey, I've got this pain in my arm, I've got this streaking up my arm, it could be cellulitis, you got to go to the ER, you got to go to the hospital, you got to call the doctor, you got to go and have that looked at. You have to make sure that what this is not something that's going to rapidly progress, because you truly have, when they look at studies less than 24 hours over greater than 24 hours, it can be a pretty radical surgical debridement, meaning you're going right to the operating room and having those compartments and having that tissue opened and washed out and started on some very heavy-duty antibiotics.
If usually you get somebody at that phase where you can really do aggressive surgery, which would take a long time, and start IV antibiotics, success rate?
Again, time is it's time. So if you can get them early enough, in that early stage, when you look at it and you say, oh, it's hot and swollen, should I go to the doctor, should I go to the ER? If it's getting bigger and you have any type of fluctuance or pus, if there's pus coming out, or you see pus underneath the skin, I'm heading to the ER, to the doctor, because that's got to be washed out. Just taking a couple of over-the-counter pills, antibiotics, is not going to eradicate that abscess. You've got to have that drained, and that's got to be taken seriously. The necrotizing fasciitis, just you see it on TV so much that it's a terrible thing. And that's what scares us so much. So yeah, no, but any infection should scare you. You should, even cellulitis, where there's not truly an abscess underneath, so it's just an infection of the skin, and you see that red shiny, or that redness, and it's creeping up your arm, you got to get that hit with some quick antibiotics. If it develops an abscess, then that's got to be surgically drained.
So that's very, very important. It's redness, pain, swelling, streaks,
fever, chills.
Serious.
That's serious stuff. I still believe that needs to be looked at, and I'm very, yes.